Backyard Breaks is back in the news. A former Backyard employee named Ethan Rubin accused a fellow Florida dealer of trimming, shill bidding, resealing boxes, among other things. But is it Ethan the one who is involved in shady stuff? He's alleged to have stolen cards and money from the backyard. One email I got suggested Ethan was already arrested. What is going on in the backyard? We've got two people in the hobby accusing the other of doing bad things. We even hear from one of the accused today.
That's not content.
Go watch a Card Collector 2 video. If you seek hobby positivity for everybody else, we'll get into all the drama today on Sports Card Radio.
Oh my God, that's a house and that's a baby.
Okay, here is a post that was deleted from the Sports Card Scammer Tracker group, where a Backyard Breaks employee named Ethan Rubin was calling out a fellow dealer in Florida named Jeff DeJesus, who is the owner of FansOnly Collectibles. On his LinkedIn profile, Ethan claims to be a senior purchasing specialist for Backyard Breaks. That is a fancy way of saying this guy would buy cards for Backyard to put in their repack products. So Ethan took to Facebook and claimed that Jeff, the owner of FansOnly Collectibles, trims, shill bids his own auctions, reseals product, and traces over autographs to make them appear real. Ethan claims that Jeff has offered money to people to shill bid his own auctions. Ethan says that Jeff purchases sheets of blank Panini stickers to put on his one-touches. Ethan even showed a picture of him apparently asking Jeff if he could buy some of those Panini stickers off of him. But is Ethan the real shady one in this story? Because it was discovered that it was Ethan Rubin who was stealing cards and cash from his employer Backyard Breaks, and it was Jeff who ratted him out to Backyard Breaks himself, and that led to Ethan getting fired very recently. So who is this guy Jeff who owns FansOnly Collectibles? Well, as recently as a year ago, he flexed his Lambo and 3 days ago updated his garage for his followers on Instagram. Jeff would later send me a picture to the titles of those cars, but more on that in a minute.
That's drama.
Anyways, Jeff did send some text messages to people to defend himself. Those were leaked to Sports Card Radio. He claims to be the whistleblower about Ethan, and that Ethan is lying about FansOnly. He claims Ethan is just mad that Jeff was the one who ratted him out to Backyard Breaks.
Oh my God.
So I reached out to Mr. Lambo himself, Jeff, but I only talk to people in the sports card world if I can record them. So over text messages, Jeff did reiterate that it was him who blew the whistle to Backyard Breaks about Ethan stealing from them. I lied to Jeff in the text messages I sent to him and told him that I spoke to Ethan already. I do this as a tactic sometimes when speaking to people. I either pretend to know more or less than I do to see how they react. I then make the biggest mistake anyone can in the card world, is to make fun of a card dealer's Lamborghinis.
Tesla.
He proceeded to send me a picture of the title to a Porsche and a Lambo and tell me that I'm all about the people, the views, and the clickbait.
As you know, with me, it's all about the vibes.
After I was trying to find humor in the situation, Jeff challenged me to find a PPP loan on him and is eagerly awaiting for me to bash him publicly.
Sports Card Radio, you should be ashamed of yourself.
I try and get the topic back to if Jeff had ever scammed anyone. Remember, the allegations are he's involved with trimming, shill bidding, resealing product, and doing something with the fake Panini stickers. But unfortunately, Jeff was done with his conversation with Sports Card Radio. Yeah. So I think what we have here are two guys in this industry, and this is actually very common, pointing at the other and saying, hey, he does shady things. My guess is they probably both do shady things in some kind of way. It concerns me that I gave Jeff a couple opportunities to deny anything Ethan said, and he didn't really defend himself. Perhaps Jeff feels like he doesn't have to because they are coming from a guy who was just busted for stealing from the backyard.
Holy shit.
To me, I think Jeff might have a valid point there, but I still would like to see him deny the allegations that Ethan made, just to reassure future customers of his. No comment on this one from Backyard Breaks. No comment on this one from Ethan. We will see if any criminal charges come out of this. We will see if anything comes out about Jeff from FansOnly. If he has ever been scamming people in the card world over the last few years, it wouldn't surprise me if more comes out about that. Or maybe Jeff is one of the few ethical sports card dealers in the business and has never been involved in any shadiness. We will see how this story develops. Stay tuned to Sports Card Radio this week. Go take a ride in one of your Lambos or your Porsche, and we will see you later.
Fleer